11 a.m. here in Seoul. I'm Oh Seong at the Arirang News Center. We're breaking into our regular programming to bring you a live briefing from South Korean health authorities on the coronavirus outbreak. In just a few moments, we'll cut into the briefing at the Sejong Government Complex with simultaneous interpretation in English. We're going to go in very shortly into the briefing room where Yoon Tae-ho, Director General of Public Health Policy, will be sharing the latest figures and updates on the COVID-19 situation in Korea. So in just a few moments, you're going to see the briefing room at Sejong Government Complex. Here it is, and walking towards the podium will be Director General Yoon Tae-ho. The briefing looks like it's going to begin very shortly.
박종현 범정보대책지원본부 홍보관리팀장이 배석했습니다.
Today's briefing will be carried out virtually via online in order to abide by the intensified social distancing measures. It will be provided by Mr. Yoon Tae-ho, the Chief of Quarantine Supervision Department, and we will also have the Q&A session, which will be available for press members joining us via online. We also have sign language translation available as well. Let us now begin our regular briefing for March 24th, Tuesday, on the coronavirus outbreak here in South Korea. As of today, midnight, we have a total of 5,410 who are in quarantine, and of them, 3,507 have been discharged following full recovery. The death toll stands at 120. And the confirmed cases stands at 9,037, up 76 from the day before. And our death toll increased by 9 from the day before. I send my deepest condolences to those who have passed away, as well as their bereaved families. And among those who have been tested positive at the airport quarantine, we have a total of 171 imported cases from abroad. Prime Minister Chung Se-kyun convened a KCC meeting this morning, during which he touched upon issues as the social distancing measures that are taking in place at Daejeon and Sejong and other parts of the country. And he also said that a lot of the public are participating in the nation's social distancing measures. However, even if one individual does not take part in this, this could be a detrimental harm for the society as a whole. And he also stressed the fact that 90% of those coming in from Europe are Korean nationals, and that the expanded special entry measures is not only intended to save our country, but also our nationals who are returning from home abroad. And regarding the expanded special entry measures that will include other countries, he's urged that this should be taken into account following realistic measures and countermeasures. And we are seeing our reduced confirmed daily increase of the confirmed cases, which is below the 100 mark. And I believe that many people are relieved at this. However, we need to understand that this number is just the figures itself, and we should not evaluate and analyze based on the figure itself. We should not be relieved as of yet. There are many domestic experts who say that the coronavirus has already spread to a certain extent via the social society, and as we are seeing an influx of more imported cases, we should not let our guards down. We are still witnessing an increase in the sporadic outbreaks centering around multi-use facilities like religious facilities, as well as other indoor facilities. And they also highlighted the importance of keeping social distancing measures. And the government also agrees with such opinion of the experts. And we will also intensify our quarantine against multi-use facilities like religion centers, nursing hospitals, as well as other multi-use facilities. Through the 15-day enhanced social distancing measures, We believe that we can prevent the further spread of the coronavirus throughout the country, and only by doing so can we establish true successful quarantine measures where we can return to our daily lives and our economic lives as well. We are therefore monitoring and reviewing the special social distancing measures put in place by the municipal governments. And yesterday we also monitored and put in stern measures for a total of more than 3,000 multi-use facilities, including 29 call centers and over 1,000 religious centers have been taking stern measures that have breached the government's social distancing measures. And our guidelines will be expanded to target also PC internet cafes as well as other sports facilities and other multi-use facilities. We are also increasing the distribution of hand sanitizers at these multi-use facilities. As for the high-risk facilities like dance clubs as well as PC cafes and other multi-use facilities, we urge that you do not operate during the next 15 days. And we also urge the rest of the public to refrain from going outdoors and coming directly back home after work. And if you feel sick, please do stay at home. And we also advise employers to allow your employees to stay at home when they are not feeling well. And the following is about the updates on the expanded special entry procedures from Europe. And yesterday, which was the first day of these intensified measures, we had a total of 1,400 people tested for the virus, and of them, 19 have tested positive. Those showing symptoms will also be detained and moved to a special center, and we also we are still conducting the screening test, and about 80 to 90% of those who are returning from Europe are Korean nationals who have been studying abroad or either working abroad, as well as their family members. The government is taking the economic burden and financial burden for these Korean people who are returning back to Korea in order to fully curb the further spread of the coronavirus here in the country. We are seriously concerned about the secondary and tertiary infections of these coronavirus outbreak, and we believe that it is essential for all of the inbound travelers from Europe to be under self-quarantine and self-isolation. And during this course of self-isolation, each of the municipalities are conducting regular monitoring as well as providing them with essentials that are needed on a daily basis. This is aimed at decreasing the need for them to go outside to buy anything. And we will not, however, be providing allowances for those who are coming into Korea who are isolated. And these measures will not only include the Korean nationals, but also the foreigners. And for these people who need to go to be isolated due to the testing positive of the coronavirus, we will provide financial subsidiaries for these people. And considering this fact, they will be under active monitoring as well. And we also see the high risk of them infecting the virus throughout the society even further. So we believe that this is a high risk that we need to take into consideration. And the same measures will be applied to other regions as well. And we will also monitor the outbreak of the coronavirus in other countries. And if needed, we will intensify our measures to other countries as well. And we also have secured live treatment centers at the metropolitan area to house a possible increase of the confirmed cases. For those of you who are returning from abroad, we ask you to stay at home for the next 2 weeks and download the self-monitoring application through which you will report your health conditions to us on a daily basis. Europe and the US, as well as a total of 190 countries around the world, have been witnessing a surge in the outbreak and now affecting over 350,000 cases globally. Therefore, a lot of countries are locking down their countries at an unprecedented rate, and they're closing down their businesses as well. On the contrary, the Republic of Korea, based on the high level of civil awareness of the public, we are carrying out social distancing measures, and we have reached success to a certain part. And a lot of foreign press also focus on the fact that we have achieved certain success here in Korea, and they highly praise the progress. I extend my deepest gratitude to all of the public for participating in our intensified social distancing measures, and I hope that you could take part in our campaign going forward. Just you have done so, if we cooperate together, I believe that the Republic of Korea can soon overcome the risk of coronavirus. Thank you very much.
That was a live briefing from South Korean health authorities on the COVID-19 outbreak here in the country. We just heard that there were 76 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the total to 9,037. There were also 9 more deaths, bringing the total death toll to 120. Well, that concludes our coverage of this morning's briefing. We'll be back in a short while at 12 p.m. with our regular newscast. Bye for now.